Hi, I'm Vivian the Knitter.
And I'm Alyson the Crocheter, and you're listening to Keep Calm and Carry Yarn.
Thank you so much for joining us for episode 72 of Keep Calm and Carry Yarn, a knitting and crocheting podcast brought to you by me, Vivian, and my daughter, Alyson. I'm coming at you from Virginia.
And I'm recording from Scotland.
Hi,
everyone. Hope you're keeping well.
Hi! I couldn't read my own handwriting.
Never mind the fact that we read this out like
every time.
Well,
I only read it every other time.
True. We do a handoff.
Yes. So, how are you?
I'm fine. Yeah.
I hope everybody out there is doing well too.
Yeah, especially now that it definitely feels like we're coming into autumn, winter season. It's getting colder, it's getting darker, it's getting, I don't know. My head's in like second wave, lockdown mode again. I think everyone's kind of in different places at the moment in terms of just how things are functioning or not functioning.
Well, fall's my favorite season, so I'm loving the cooler weather. It's not super cold here yet, though the locals are complaining about the cold. I'm like, oh, this is great. But it was raining for a couple days, so it was a little bit dreary. But right now the sun is shining, and the leaves are turning, and I am happy as a clam.
That's good. Which
so we have
is a phrase that I don't understand, but yeah.
Happy as a clam? I don't know
why
clams
happy?
are happy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know why they're happy. They just, I don't know.
Okay, speaking of happy, do we have any special thank yous today?
We do. Margot, she is MA1RUI4. Don't know how to pronounce that. Is on Ravelry, says hello, and she says she wished that she had taught her daughter to knit. That she tried, but it didn't stick. So I told her that you never know, it might have stuck. There's always hope, because I didn't think it stuck with you or Emily, but when you picked up the needles / hooks years later, you were able to have that muscle memory.
True, muscle memory, and yeah, just doing it again. My first instinct for her username is Chinese. Can you have RUI in pinyin? Are those?
Yes, you can. She said she's married. No. Yes, I think she says she's married to a Chinese man, but she's not Chinese.
But because the numbers just made me think of tones, like if.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good call.
Yeah. Thank you, Margot, for saying hi.
Thanks. Yep. Hello. Right back at you. And that's the only thank you we have. You said this might be a short episode, right?
Okay. I have been doing things. I just haven't been doing a lot of things I can talk about. Anyway, let's go to our Buzzfeed quiz.
Yay!
Speaking of fall being your favorite season, I picked a autumnal quiz. The other options, I thought about doing a Halloween quiz, but I didn't find a great one, so I picked we know which popular fall drink matches your personality based on the cozy day you plan.
And guess what?
What?
I erased my my settings, not my settings, my answers by mistake.
Okay, well, what we could do is just do like a really quick, we'll take the quiz together at the same time, and then we'll reveal at the end what fall drink we are. And be disappointed when it's the same thing.
Okay, it's morning. What time are you waking up?
6, 7, 8, or 9.
Yep.
9.
Well, I picked 7. It's time to eat breakfast. Well, I did wake up at 7 this morning.
Well, today I woke up at 9.
What are you having? What are you having, or what do you wish you can have? Yeah.
Well, you're planning your perfect full day, right? So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So what do you want? And anybody who just picks fruit must be lying. Because the options are a scone, something sweet, or eggs and bacon, which is a weird breakfast selection. I feel like there's so much breakfast options that they just didn't pick, like cereal or like pancakes, waffles.
Well, maybe they're one of those people that just has coffee for breakfast, and so there's no option for coffee, so they just eat fruit.
Okay, I picked eggs and bacon.
I did too.
Except what I really want, because I've gone really invested in the whole I live in Scotland thing, is black pudding. I freaking love black pudding. I'll just have like a black pudding roll, like on a roll.
Well, that's not an option, so.
Okay. What are you doing next? Reading, shopping for fall clothes, texting my friends, or going apple picking?
I went apple picking.
Yeah, me too. Although it's been a while since I've gone apple picking. Time for lunch. It's been a while since I've gone apple picking.
Oh, yeah, it's been a little while for me too. But not as long as you. I mean, the last time I did it was in New Hampshire.
So are you going to have a hamburger, curry, salad, or pasta for lunch?
I love a good hamburger.
Me too.
But I'm always in the mood for curry, so I pick curry.
Okay, I pick pasta. Because I love me my pasta.
You do.
Yeah, we've been getting like nice pasta from the Italian shop, and it's like, I know it's nice because all the pastas have like little ridges, even like the bow ties. Like I feel like you get bow ties from the grocery store and it's just smooth pasta, but they've been pressed in, so they've got the ridges, so it holds all the sauce, so it's great.
Wait, I have a funny pasta story.
A funny pasta story.
Well, I don't know my kids' names. Madeline confessed that she didn't know ziti was a type of pasta. She thought it was just a dish because we always had baked ziti when you guys were kids, and that was her favorite. So I don't know. She's like, it's just a shape. Like, yeah, actually, we didn't even have baked ziti. We had baked penne.
Yeah.
So that blew her mind. It's like, good thing you're not Italian.
Baked ziti is a very American dish, I think, though, because I think I mentioned something about baked ziti to Sam, and he's just like, what are you talking about?
Oh.
Okay, so what are you doing next? Hiking, homework, baking.
TV.
Yeah, me too. Binge watching. Okay, maybe. Are we supposed to be planning our perfect day? Because
no.
who includes homework?
I'm sorry. I said baking. Sorry, that was. I almost picked binge watching TV.
Okay, I'm gonna pick binge watching. I've been doing a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I'm gonna guess what we're both doing, choosing one more thing to do between make candy apples, craft, cook, or go pumpkin picking.
I went pumpkin picking.
I picked craft. I thought that was gonna be like a duh moment.
No, I went pumpkin picking after I baked all my cookies. Like, okay, it's time to go back out again. Well, remember our house in New York? We literally went pumpkin picking across the street from our neighborhood. There was a pumpkin patch.
No, I don't remember.
Maybe not directly across the street, but it was just across the street and down a ways. And they had a box, and we just threw money in it and picked our own pumpkins.
I do not remember.
Maybe
this.
you were gone by then. Okay, fine. What are you having for dinner? Thanksgiving style feast, barbecue, casserole, or soup?
Full on Thanksgiving feast. Thank you very much.
Me too.
And then for dessert, between pie, brownies, cake, and fruit again.
Pie.
Brownies. I thought you'd go brownies because you like your chocolate.
I do, but brownies you can have just about any time, but apple pie is good in the fall.
True. It didn't say apple pie, it just said pie.
Well, that's a picture of apple pie. Oh. It looks like apple pie.
Yeah, but I mean, you can have apple pie. It is a type of pie. And then what we do before bed, check social media, call friends, read some fairy tales, or meditate.
I check social media.
Yeah, me too. I feel like that's not like the good answer. but it's the answer that I'm picking.
Yeah. And then finally, when are you going to bed?
12-ish.
Mine was
or 11-ish. Sorry, 11-ish for me.
Oh, I was like 12-ish. Was there 12-ish? I guess
No.
it was 11-ish. And we probably both got the same thing. Apple cider.
Apple cider. We did have some different answers. It says you're sweet and the mom, and for people listening, that there was air quotes around mom, of your friend group. You're mature for your age and love all things cozy. So if I'm mature for my age, does that mean, and then you're mature for your age?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I'm just right.
Just a little bit more mature?
Not immature.
Okay, you're right, smack in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you are the oldest of 4, so you were always a little bit more mature for your age than your peers because you're the oldest. I don't know. But yeah, apple cider, yum. You can't get American apple cider in the UK, right?
No. And even... Yeah, no. I miss apple cider. Miss having it by the gallons at home in our fridge in the fall.
Yeah.
Apple cider. And cider donuts. Trying to explain cider donuts to people. Like, no.
You can't even get cider donuts, like, everywhere in the U.S. Like, good cider donuts.
And also I feel like everyone does it maybe a little bit different. Whereas, like, you know, a donut's a donut. A cider donut isn't always a cider donut.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Crafty content?
What? So...
You're making a face.
What? I know. I don't have any whips. This is the bag that the tank top that I was making for the BIPOC Mal is in, which I haven't done anything other than the swatch. This is the bag that my blurred lines sweater is in, which I haven't done anything beyond the last time we talked about it, where I just introduced the third color. This is a bag for a magazine commission that I can't talk about. And this is a bag for a proposal for a magazine submission that I can't talk about. So I have... So these are the two, or the ones I've been working on, and they're the ones I can't talk about. And these two I haven't touched in the last 2 weeks. So... What whips do you have?
I have, let's see. I have my, let's see which one I grab first. This is a bag with my Just Float by Stephanie Lotvin in my rainbow colored yarn. I finished the ribbing on the bottom and I started the sleeve. So
very good.
Not too much done, but still some progress. I've even tried it on, and it fits. And so I'm happy with this. It's the sleeves. I'm probably doing the decreases slower than the pattern because usually I like a more roomy sleeve, and I am tangled now. How did I do that?
How many, like, knitted sweaters do you think you own? Like, that you've made?
Oh, for myself or? Not really that much, but, you know, nothing to sneeze at either. I wore 3 sweaters the last week. 2 of them were cardigans, so I was able to just throw them over my t-shirts, and one of them was actually a pullover. So less than 10, maybe? I'm not sure. I'd have to go and count. And the second whip is my Arboreal in the bubblegum pink.
Oh, that's really nice.
So I've divided the sleeves from the body, and I did this much of the body, so not that much progress in this either, but a little, about an inch. And I looked up the yarn again. Remember I was saying that this is I forget what it is. It's in my notes. What is it? Okay, maybe it's not in my notes. But that I said it was a chain construction.
Yeah.
But it's actually not chain and not a regular twist. It's like a braided construction. So I don't know what the advantage is for that would be.
Interesting.
But it's still very, I mean, it's very splitty, so you have to be careful when you're doing it.
And are both colors the same yarn?
No, the white is a Knit Picks, and the pink is an Arboreal. That's what it is.
Okay. I thought so. It's pink and white with the white
pink
leaves.
And white. Yes.
For some reason, I thought the leaves were just a really light pink.
No, but they're white. Definitely white. And my third whip is a new whip. This is I can't pronounce it because it's in French, and it's by the same woman that did the cowl I made a couple years ago. Bergerac, something like that. And it is the Aleï. It's Alie. A-L-I-E, yeah, and the last E has the 2 dots over it, so I have no idea how to pronounce that. And the reason why I started this is because the yarn store that I go to was having their 4th anniversary birthday sale, and they had a colorway dyed just for them by a local dyer, and this is the birthday yarn. And I was like, well, I have to make something with this.
Nice.
And so I had to start. It's
So what are the colors?
It's got a turquoise, teal, a bit of like this rusty orange, pinks and blues.
And the yellow, mustardy yellow?
Yeah, it's a mustardy yellow.
So I guess is the idea that it looks a bit like a funfetti?
Yeah, it looks kind of like confetti. In fact, we had cupcakes made in this color. So the frosting was the tealy color, and it had sprinkles with this color. So it was very good. So I bought that, and there's limited number, so I didn't know what to do with it, and because also they were having their anniversary sale, I ended up buying 3 skeins of yarn. So two more to go with.
Oh, very speckly.
Yeah. They are very speckly. So these 2 are Black Elephant. One is called Hallucination, and the other one is called
Euphoria.
Euphoria. I can't remember which is which. Which one?
I'm gonna guess the bluey one with the it's like blues and yellow and a bit of pink.
They all have basically the same colors. It's just the different base dominant. Euphoria is the white speckled, and Hallucination. You're right, Hallucination.
Oh, that is what I said. Yeah, that is what I said. Yeah. Wait, the white one doesn't seem to have much like blue in it. It looks more pink and purple.
But it does. It does have.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's just not as much.
No yellow though. Yellow is.
How much yellow? I guess it doesn't have yellow, but this one does.
Yeah.
So I'm fading them. This is the birthday yarn is the middle.
Nice.
And I'm starting with this one. So it's actually a very simple pattern. Oh shoot, I just closed it, didn't I?
Also, okay, it's Alei with the dots over.
That's what I said.
No, you said Alie. Alei.
Oh,
what did I just say?
Okay. Well, I said it was whatever. Okay. I don't know what the heck I said, but there's 2 dots over one of the last letter, and I don't know how to pronounce that. So, here, trying to find the picture. This is what it looks like.
Okay,
So
so it's a...
it's say that? What?
No, sorry, go ahead.
It's a like a more like a wrap or a stole or
Yeah.
white scarf, and
Rectangle.
it's like a parallelogram. Parallelogram. So
Okay.
it's on the bias, and it's actually
Gotcha.
it's a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. So you can totally just talk in it at the same time.
Because it is just stripes. I guess there's varying width of stripes.
Yeah, there's
to get it to like fade.
Yeah, so you can fade it. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm excited to get to the second color, but I won't be there for a while because this is all I have so far right now.
A corner.
Yeah, just
Yep, oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that just sort of designs right up my alley, like the just kind of nice, clean lines and shapes and things.
So the only thing I have to be careful with is because it's got 4 panels. It's stockinette garter.
So it is more than just the stripes.
Yeah, so it's got and you just have to be careful when you're on the wrong side, if you're on a stockinette or a garter section, because I've gartered when I was supposed to stockinette and stockinette when I was supposed to garter. But other than that, it's fairly simple. So yeah, those are my 3 whips. I only did a little. Well, actually, I suppose I probably worked on this more than the other 2 because I was so excited to start a new project.
Yeah, and you've gotten to the point with the other 2 projects, I guess, where you've finished the color work. You're just making a sweater.
Okay, this is boring. I'm just going around in circles. But I really want to finish the pink sweater, the Arboreal, by the end of the month. I don't know if that's going to happen. Before Thanksgiving. I'd like to finish that before Thanksgiving at the very least, because I want to knit for myself. I don't want to knit for anybody else anymore. At least not for a while, because like you said, I did knit a lot for other people this year.
Yeah, because you did the cardigan for Madeline, and now you've got these 2 sweaters for the nieces. Is that it?
Yeah.
But yeah, big projects.
So 3 sweater projects.
Not just like a hat.
No. I think if I were to knit any more gifts next year, it'll just be hats and mittens. Worsted weight hats. Mittens. Not fingering weight. So I have no FOs. I know you don't have any FOs.
No, I don't have any FOs.
But I am wearing my Zagita.
Zagita.
Yeah. This way. Yep. Because I just got my hair cut again, and my neck is cold. Probably should have just let it grow long over the winter and then cut it again in the summer. But it was looking a bit shaggy. I didn't know what to do with it anymore, so I got it cut, and probably will keep it this way.
I can see your mannequin has. Is that your find your fade? No.
Yes.
That you are still planning on ripping out?
I don't know. We'll see. It's just in timeout. It's got that, and it's got my cowl from forget what it's called, the brioche cowl that Jen Toland. I rearranged. What?
Scrappa? Is that what it's called?
Yes, Scrappa. Very good. Yeah, you got those young gray sails. I rearranged my room a bit, so the mannequin is over there. Because it used to be behind the camera. Now it's in front of the camera.
It's not really an FO, but I guess it's a yarny bits. Because I don't... Did I talk about this shirt last time?
The what?
The shirt.
You did not.
I posted about it on Instagram. I'll just scooch back so I can model it. So, I designed another shirt.
Yay, that looks great.
It's a t-shirt.
I'm surprised you're wearing the purple.
Yeah, I decided to get it in a different color just because I don't have very many colors. And then I regretted it. I was like, dang it, I should have gotten it in black and white. But it's, it's not like a super bright purple. Anyway, so I I wanted to design like a print of crochet stitch, just because I feel like whenever you find like cute crochet themed illustrations, it's always a granny square. It's always a granny square, whether that's things on Etsy or the stickers
Fabric.
on Instagram.
I
That's
actually
what I
have
think.
fabric with granny squares on them.
Yeah, there you go. See, so yeah. So I've done it so that it's like a blown up illustration of double crochet or UK treble crochet. So the print itself is called Treble Rebel. So with the UK stitch name. But I've even done it so that, I mean, it's really blown up. So you only get like 2.5 rows maybe. But it does, like the row on top is what the stitch looks like from the front, and the row below it is the back side, like the other side. So the keen-eyed will be able to tell that it's not illustrated in the round, it's illustrated in rows.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So the purple part, I'm assuming that's the part that's screen printed, the purple?
Yeah, so it's an all over print tee, so they have to print the fabric and then they make the shirt, as opposed to when you get other sort of made to print shirts, they have the finished t-shirt and then they'll print the design onto the finished t-shirt, because it's usually just in this area.
Sometimes you can see the wrinkles too, like if it's all over the whole t-shirt.
Yeah, so yeah, it's quite nifty that way. But the only thing is, they own Teespring is the company that I use. They only have production for this type of t-shirt in the States, so it has to ship from the States. So if anybody who wants to buy it from outside the UK, there's potentials for paying customs fees, which I had to pay a custom fee to get my sample, which was annoying. So potentially this would be more a product for friends in the States. But yeah, so you can see, like, this is the stitch here is the back side. That's the first side.
So since it wasn't screen printed onto a t-shirt, then you don't have that slickness, like when it's screen printed, the fabric feels different where it's printed. It's
it's
a different process.
It's all one. Yeah, I don't know exactly how they do it, because it's not on the back of the fabric. The back of the fabric is white. But yeah, the fabric feels nice. It's a little like shiny, but I think that's because it's not cotton. It's polyester.
Okay, now you have to design a knitting one.
But I've designed the crochet because the crochet was harder to find. So I've got it in the purple and then also in black and white on the shop, and I'll possibly add other colors, but I just haven't got around to it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, no, it's very nifty.
Very nice. Well, you can still design a knitting one just for your mommy.
Yeah. Don't really have no other.
I have a favorite thing.
Okay.
Cast On is back. Do you remember
that?
Cast On is the very first knitting podcast, and they started
in the world.
I think so. Yes. I mean, podcasts didn't start until 2000 something, right? So she started this is Brenda Dane, Dayne. She's an American living in Wales, and she started in 2005, like towards the end of the year, October or November, and so she went on, and they were very regular for a while, and then she kind of slowed down, and by 2015 she stopped. So that was a good 10 years of podcasting, and she's actually a professional radio person. Like, that was one of her past careers. She's had like all these different careers, and that was one of her things. So they're very professionally made. She even has music, and she has this theme music, and her tagline was "Knit like the wind." And she interviewed like lots of famous knitterati, Kat Bordy, who died recently. She was a big name, and she developed a lot of techniques, and somebody else who died recently. But yeah, she's interviewed all of them. And So yeah, so she's back. She just she released an episode just a few days ago.
So you listened to it?
So I listened to it. She actually had an old interview with Kat Bordy that she did that she never released. So she
all right.
She had that in her episode, and she talked about what's new and stuff like that. So she's back now, and I'm very happy, and I missed her voice.
Well, nice.
So the name of the podcast, for those who don't know, is Cast Dash On. And you can find it on iTunes and Overcast and all those different.
Did she say why she decided to get back into it?
She was working for, I've already forgotten, but she was working for Energy Wales, something like that, and for her job she had to produce a podcast. And for that. And so that kind of got her. She realized how much she missed podcasting, so she got into it. So lucky for us.
Nice for you.
For me, you can listen to her too. I mean, she was the pioneer that started this all. All the podcasters came after her.
Yeah, I will admit I don't really. If it's a knitting podcast, I don't listen to it because I've got enough to listen to as it is. I don't need to add podcasts for crafts I don't really do.
Yeah, well, she teaches, and at one point she was going around the country teaching something. I'm not exactly sure what she was teaching. Knitting related classes, and also because she's kind of famous in the knitting world.
Yeah. Old guard podcaster. Cool. That's really cool.
Very cool. So that made my day. I just listened to it yesterday.
Yeah, sometimes I think about, I mean, not knitting related, but podcast. I still listen to podcasts, and I used to listen to that in high school. Like, I don't even know, 2007, and they're something still like going. That. Basically, they might have taken some breaks here and there, but they've slowed down.
Did they take a break?
They might have taken a break, but like it wouldn't have been more than a couple years, if that. Just because the core of it, the Leaky Cauldron, which is the website that is associated with, has carried on. Like that never stopped, and so I still listen to it, and every once in a while they'll post something, and they were just, there was a big hullabaloo about there's something 100th episode. I don't remember how many it was that they'd done, and they were just reminiscing about it. I'm like, I've been listening to it so long.
They used to record commentary as they watched the movies.
Yeah,
and they also read the books. Like they would, what was it? They break down the books like chapter by chapter. Didn't they do that?
Yeah, they did like a chapter by chapter.
And then it's like, but there's like a finite number of books.
Yeah.
So they have to slow down.
Well, like books and movies, and like obviously once all the movies were done, they had to slow down, and then there's a bit with Fantastic Beasts, but even then, but I think now, particularly, like they're very vocal, and like they discuss like the whole J.K. Rowling's comments about trans women and things. Like they're really open about their thoughts about that, and so they disagree with her, obviously, but their view of fandom and the community is that it's grown beyond J.K. Rowling at this point, so they're trying to get back to the roots of when their podcast started. There was a lot more like interaction with the community, like I don't know, it just more like there was the mailbag segment where listeners could call in and be on the show. And do you remember when they used to do a lot of filks where they would take existing songs and like rewrite lyrics, but they'd like Harry Potterize them and stuff? No, they used to do like filk competitions, and oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I'm a nerd. Carry on.
Well, speaking of Harry Potter, are they gonna do the third Fantastic Beasts movie, or is that on hiatus?
There's supposed to be 5 of them, I thought.
Why? Are they going to continue, is what I'm asking. Do you know?
I assume so.
Because I haven't heard any news about that in a while.
Yeah. I haven't really been paying attention super, but dunno. Okay.
Okay. I guess that was our yarny bits and bobs and our nerdtastic.
Yeah.
I do have a brief shop talk.
Okay.
And my shop is Pearl and Plum on Etsy. I've started Christmas bags. So.
I've actually, I don't know what it is, but I am looking forward to Christmas. I think I woke up today and the first sentence that came out of my mouth was, "Is it Christmas yet?" I don't know why. I don't know if I was dreaming about something, but...
That's too funny. Well, they're Christmas / winter bags. This fabric I've had for a while, and I hoard my fabrics. So I saved it, and I made this bag.
Winter alpacas.
Yes. Well,
or llamas.
It is Christmas because it's got the Christmas trees on right here.
On their saddles.
Blankets. On their blankets. And I bought some new fabric. It's so cute. Little duggies.
Oh, very good. In their little, tartan coats.
Tartan and houndstooth coats. Oh, this one. It's really cute. Are they cute? These aren't Scotty dogs because they're Westies.
They're Westies,
when they're white.
Yeah.
I can't tell
but
the difference.
That stands for, is it West Highland Terriers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Which is essentially a type of Scotty dog, right?
I guess so. And these guys, they're sweater wearing penguins and walruses. And let's see, there's deer too. Where's the deer? Oh, the deer.
I see a rabbit, pole bear.
The rabbit's wearing a sweater too.
Engaging in winter activities.
Yeah, so this is definitely a winter bag. And this is also an older fabric, but I just really love the trees with the plaid. Yeah, so that's what I've got going so far. I have a couple more winter / Christmas fabric that I just got from the store. Not from the store. Was just delivered last night, and they're still packed up, so I haven't even pulled it out yet. So that's what I've been working on.
Anyone who does want the bags, I can highly recommend them. Most of my projects do live in your bags.
Yeah.
Like these ones. Although, yeah. And I actually use them because I have so many of the sock bag size ones.
Mm-hmm.
They get used a lot for storage for other things as well. I think I've got one that's kind of, I have it sort of open and then folded like this. So it becomes a little bucket.
Yep.
And it's next to the couch by the plug. And so all of our wires live in that. And then, I sometimes use them for traveling and stuff. So I think when we flew down to Bristol a few weeks ago, I had one of these bags as Sam's stuff bags. So I had his headphones and his wires and stuff. And I put that in my backpack. So then when he needed his stuff, I was like, okay, here you go.
Nice.
So they're very handy.
Every once in a while, some of these fabrics have directions, like this one. So every once in a while, I'll make it upside down by accident. So those I either keep for myself or I just give it to the friend. Oh, I made a mistake. Here, take this. So I can't sell this, but I did fix the headless birds.
So you could maybe try and sell them as seconds. Discounted headless birds, upside down dogs.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna give them away. Okay. Well, that's all I have.
Okay, I'll do our spiel. Yep. Spiel, if I can find it in my notes. So you can find the show notes for this episode and every other episode, which includes photos for people who are just listening to the audio version, at our website, which is kcacypodcast.wordpress.com. You can follow us on Instagram, also at kcacypodcast, or you can just follow my personal Instagram, which is Alyson here, or my mom's is Upstate Viv. Upstate. Oh no, I forgot. Upstate _Viv.
Yes. I don't even know what it is.
Make sure to subscribe or like, comment, give us a review. We like all those things on iTunes or YouTube, wherever else you get your podcasts. And you can also join the Ravelry group if you are so inclined. Just search for Keep Calm and Carry On podcast in the groups tab. And finally, if you feel like supporting the podcast by buying us a coffee, you can do so at Ko-fi, that's ko-fi.com/KCACY podcast. Thank you for listening.
And remember to keep calm and carry on. Bye.